All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle, and as always, we're going to be diving into the markets, and we're going to be diving into the hottest narrative by far in crypto. And if you watch the show, you know what that narrative is. It is Web3 gaming, and every single day, hundreds of millions of dollars, new brands, new companies are flocking to the space. And today we have a big launch on a new token for a big platform that we've been waiting a long time for. We have the launch date for the Steam of crypto gaming, one of our long-term conviction projects. And if you were listening closely at the accumulation levels that we listed for this, you would be very satisfied sitting here today. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Like the video if you enjoy the content here on In the Game and on Crypto Banter, and subscribe for more videos here every single day on the channel from DeFi, charts, crypto gaming, and more. Shout out to our sponsors as well on In the Game. Bybit, one of the leading exchanges in all of crypto for all of your trading needs. NordVPN, always navigate crypto securely. Never disclose your location, your IP address. Always use a VPN down below. Vulcan Forge, one of the leading gaming studios. Upcoming Elysium blockchain. Metaverse as a service with the Metascapes platform. You can take a look at Vulcan Forge down below. SIDUS Heroes, one of the leading AAA intergalactic experiences. Their Zena app is live in the App Store at this moment in time. And last but not least, up until April 10th for this cohort, you can still sign up for Sniper School down below, free trading course. So you can get all the information on all of our sponsors here on In the Game down below in the description. Let's dive into the market, and nothing really has changed. I really do think we're going to be in this little middle ground until that next leg up. We've seen some altcoin activity this week. However, if you go to the 7 days, we're seeing Ultra up 21.57%. We'll talk about exactly why. And we listed that at 20 cents. That was a really, really good accumulation level. And that conviction definitely has come true today. But what has happened between the last show and now? Well, we have a huge $20 billion plus Chinese gaming behemoth coming to Web3 in Z times. And if you look at the games in the portfolio, they have a total monthly active users of 50.6 million across their games. Their top performing game, ZT Online, has over 100 million registered players with 2.2 million daily active users. So, internationally speaking, not just the big Epic Games and Steam and these big brands, we're seeing international adoption here with crypto gaming. And I think that this industry is inevitable to take over. I mean, we're seeing Fortnite hinting at initial ownership. Like, I think that with Epic Games involvement, that is going to happen. And we're definitely in front of that here on In the Game. And today, one of the big gaming platforms inside of Web3 launched their token. So last year we did a video the day that Myria was announced, kind of saying, is this going to be the next Gala Games, with the node ecosystem, with the amount of games coming, with the token ecosystem? And now finally today, Myria goes live, the Myria token, where you can use Myria directly to purchase Myria nodes and support the ecosystem, use it in their marketplace, etc. And if we just take a look, typical price action for a new launch token, it kind of trends downward, and I bet you we're going to see a pretty decent correction here. Market cap currently is sitting at $379 million. So, pretty hefty market cap, but I think for the amount of games that they're bringing to the platform, if you just take a look at how many games are launching on Myria, I definitely could see a lot of infrastructure and a lot of potential in their node ecosystem and in their company and the token for the long term. So big monument today for Myria launching their token. This is a chart I am going to keep my eyes on for sure, because the node sale will be done in Myria tokens. So people are going to have to buy the Myria tokens in order to actually get involved with the nodes. So I will be tracking that very, very closely. And we're actually going to have a video out tomorrow on exactly how to get involved and how to run the nodes on this ecosystem, because everyone knows the Gala founders nodes were absolute crazy investments for anyone that got in. This is the public node sale. It might be one of your last chances to get at your hands on a Myria node. So I'll walk you through exactly the processes on a video tomorrow. And a lot of people compare this to Gala Games. Gala Games is worth $1.42 billion. So this is their market cap valuation. Right now, Myria is about a 3 to 4x under that on its market cap. Now, they have a lot to prove over time, but this is definitely something to watch out for. And the second biggest monument that we had on the day, and I don't even know if it's second because we've been waiting on Ultra Games platform for a long time here on In the Game. And one of my highest conviction plays as far as the crypto gaming market is Ultra, with their NFT marketplace and their Ultra Games platform, which is basically the Steam of crypto gaming. Now that they've announced that the platform is going live on April 25th, we had a massive spike in price yesterday from about 20 cents all the way up to 32 cents. It's kind of corrected ever since then. But as I see in the comment section, I believe this will be on fire up until the launch. And I think that, buy the rumor, sell the news could definitely factor into it. But now the hype is on fire with the Ultra token. And we were saying at 20 cents that this was a really, really good accumulation. And I think that anyone that scooped up those levels are enjoying that nice price increase from the announcement. And it's not like they're just launching some game launcher. Today, Undead Blocks, one of the best live ecosystems in all of Web3 gaming, they're going to launch their game on Ultra. And I think more and more players and games are going to adopt Ultra as that Steam of crypto gaming, the go-to launcher in the future. Thoughts on Vera? Stick around till the end of the video. I think you'll be happy. You will probably be happy with what I have to say about Veracity. But this is a big monument here for Ultra. Finally their games platform, which everyone has been waiting for, is launching. So I think throughout the month of April, UOS is something to definitely take a close look at. And I think that this could have a lot of potential leading up to April 25th, and especially for the long term. I mean, we've had the long-term conviction in Ultra, and that hasn't wavered. And it's awesome to see that the product that everyone's waiting for is about to go live. And there's just milestone after milestone on these updates today, because Vulcan Forge also is enjoying a little bit of a spike here over the 7 days, from, below 350 right here, now about 375. I also see good upward momentum if the market continues, and I do think the market will continue. I just think we're kind of in a slow stage. We're entering Easter weekend. The volume's probably going to be pretty low over the weekend across all crypto markets, but I do think we're gearing up for that next leg up. And I think Vulcan Forge, now that their blockchain, this chapter has begun, as Vulcan Forge says. The Elysium chapters begin. The very first transaction on their layer 1 blockchain. This is going to change the game once every single game in their ecosystem is running on the Elysium blockchain. Once all their partners are running on the Elysium blockchain, their node ecosystem goes live as well. I think everything that Jamie Thompson has been building behind the scenes is about to start exploding once Elysium comes through. And as they say, once we 100% migrate to Elysium, onboarding, bringing more depth to their games, and start acquisition campaigns, we are going to rock the Web3 space. Genuine advice: if you are in now, you are still early. And I do think anything under $4 long term, you're going to probably be very, very satisfied with those levels on Vulcan Forge. Let's take a look at a couple of low caps here. Altura with a couple big announcements. And this is why I'm saying the show is titled The Hottest Narrative in Crypto Gaming. There is not an industry or a niche in crypto that is having this much development, this much updates, and this much collaboration and products simply going live. That 7 billion that came into the space last year is now materializing into massive, massive product. We have Altura launching Seaport on Polygon ZK-EVM. So now they're going to be taking part in the Polygon ZK-EVM technology. And they also have launched their white label NFT marketplace. So let's just say, theoretically speaking, you're a game, but you don't know how to make an in-house marketplace. Boom. Altura is going to be able to white label you under their service an NFT marketplace that is exactly tailored to your game and to your ecosystem. So Altura is offering so many services for normal games and normal developers to be able to come in and build in Web3. And that is so empowering. 𝗏𝗏𝗋𝗋𝗋, I really want to see under $1 for that DCA range. But I think that long term, it really won't matter because they are collabing with Polygon. They are going to be the kings of gaming alongside Polygon. I'm looking really closely for under $1 here for 𝗏𝗏𝗋𝗋. I think Arbitrum has another leg up if we see that above 30,000 Bitcoin that I think is loading. And underneath Arbitrum, I take heavy looks at Magic, the #1 gaming project underneath Arbitrum. I think that ever since the ARB airdrop, if we just take a look at the monthly, we got up here during the hype for the Arbitrum airdrop, and it's taken a 40% dip ever since. And I really do think that Magic is loading up for probably a springboard move upwards ever since that liquidity has been taken out, ever since those airdrop, cash outs from Arbitrum. I do think that we're going to see Magic take a next leg up here very, very soon. They have the most games underneath the ecosystem for Arbitrum, and I think that Magic Treasure DAO is definitely the #1 play underneath Arbitrum. Big shout out. I've been given this alpha for a long time on the show, and their floor price is up 2x at the moment. But all the Sparta decks NFTs, they minted out in 2 hours and 30 minutes on a 5,000 supply. The volume is crazy right now. The floor doubled from the mint price. So anyone who did get involved on that alpha, I teased it plenty of times, tried to get you guys involved. So shout out to anyone who did. But the next play that I'm looking at underneath the Arbitrum ecosystem is a kind of a similar product, and it's Stumble Upon Rumble. It's a boxing game, boxing arcade style game. I think this fits right into that Arbitrum ecosystem. A lot of the games like Smolverse, Bitmates, etc. I think this is a really good opportunity, and this is a free mint coming up. So I would definitely take a look at this as a next NFT opportunity underneath Arbitrum. See, we don't just give you tokens here in the game. We give you NFT plays as well. So this is the next one I'm looking at after the success of Sparta decks. Let's get into a couple of low caps. I saw in the comment section, Veracity. Veracity, I think, is a no-brainer long-term. Their ad stack and their ad technology is going to really change the way that advertise, the proof of view, etc. I think that's going to be massive. They have an esports side. They run tournaments. They have a streaming platform as well, kind of trying to, I think Theta at the moment's the Twitch of crypto gaming, but Veracity's trying to kind of go up that route, and you can watch to earn on Veracity as well. So I do think Veracity has a lot of potential. And if you look at the monthly chart, we're just kind of stuck in this range. And I think on that next leg up, we definitely could see some good movement. So the fully diluted is crazy. But if you actually go read the documents, they had to mint a lot of tokens for the ad stack technology. Those will never be released into the ecosystem. So there's always going to be a huge difference. You can actually go and take a look at the documents on that. Because at first when it happened, I was like, whoa, that's pretty extreme. But they had to mint a lot of tokens for their ad technology, but those are locked up forever. So I really wouldn't worry about it, because at one point it was a concern for me too. UOS does have Theta in its launcher. Yeah, UOS has partnered up with Theta, and they have an esports platform as well. I would assume some of the streaming side does come in with Theta. Woz up. Yeah, Wozzer doing pretty good right now, I believe. If we just take a look at, well, it's not really catching that much liquidity at the moment, but I do think Wozzer does have a lot of potential long term. SIDUS keeps building too, absolutely. And SIDUS just the other day took a nice leg up, from these low 5-cent ranges, now up above 6.3 cents or so at this market cap for Senate, the governance token. I really think that this has explosive potential long term as well. A couple other low caps that I'm looking at. I am looking at Wozzer. I'm looking at stuff like, honestly, Seedify is a sleeping giant. Whenever those launch pads start going, whenever there's new launches, IGO season comes around, Seedify is absolutely going to fly, in my opinion. I'm still looking at Superverse. I have my eyes on stuff like, I would say, WAGMI Games, Wozzer, NFT Champions. I think Compete looks like a really, really good, like just from a game perspective, Compete looks like one of the best games in the space, in my opinion. So that's definitely the top low caps I'm looking at. Let's get into the Q&A in the chat box before we wrap it up. Thoughts on WAGMI Games? Very, very bullish on WAGMI Games. I mean, they are doing everything to make it the best mobile gaming experience to hit the blockchain so far. So I like WAGMI a lot. What about Hustle, since the CEO is talking at Vulcan? As Hustle, I should definitely be bullish on Hustle. I think Hustleverse looks really cool. It's got some really good backers, and it's a really unique looking product. I really do. I bet on Vulcan, and they have the ecosystem of games, right? But I do think Hustleverse does look really good. Do you think PYR will beat all-time highs? Whew. Oh, goodness. We're talking about $44, right? So it's above a 10x from here. I would love to say I'm bullish enough to think so. And if you look at the market cap, that's only at a $1 billion market cap. And we know from the last run, Axie Infinity was worth $25 billion. It's definitely possible. My target wouldn't be all-time highs, but I think it's possible, not out of the question, but that would be a steep gain. But given a market cap perspective, it's definitely, it's definitely possible. 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 looks cool. I'm not invested too much, but 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 looks cool. Magic will break bank very soon. I agree. I think Magic's just waiting to explode. Decimated looks like one of the best pure games in the entire space. I think Decimated looks fantastic. GameFi, yeah, another top launchpad. Really good launchpad product. I think that'll have a lot of potential once those IGOs start back up as well. Yeah, I can see that, Christian. Hustle only a 500K market cap. If PYR pumps, it could follow fast. I could totally see it. UOS Games, yeah, we spoke about it at the early. I mean, we've had conviction in Ultra for a really long time, and I think that's coming true now that the platform's coming out. Thoughts on 𝗏𝗏𝗏 landing on Fortnite? The people behind 𝗏𝗏𝗏, the Bronze Studios, they have a really good team. But yeah, I think it's really cool to see that come into light and go into Fortnite. I mean, that's going to be huge. Polygon, $100 billion market cap. Well, we can speculate. We can go speculate really quickly. We see it at a market cap right now of 10 billion. If it 10x from here, obviously there's your there's your 100 billion market cap. It's a pretty steep valuation for sure, but Polygon with their business development, you can't count it out. You definitely can't count it out. Myria, yeah, I'll be looking at Myria's chart very closely with the node sale because people will have to accumulate. And typically speaking, these new launch tokens will go down after their listings. They got listed on OKX and KuCoin. I do think that Myria long term will probably be a big winner, but I would just keep your eyes on the charts at the moment. Wilder World, best looking metaverse product in the space by far. Phaeton Arena, would it come back? The game's good. The tokenomics weren't, and that hurt. To this day, it might be the best mobile game to ever hit the space, and that's just honest. And if you talk to a lot of Web3 gamers, it was really, really good, but unfortunately, the tokenomics didn't follow. Big Time, not Big Time. Any thoughts on that game? Big Time's good. I have been concerned a bit with the lack of activity, lack of development further on Big Time. Good game, but investments definitely are down in that game. I purchased some land a while back, and I believe it's down. Wait, Gary Gensler equals the best looking human ever. Oh, no. That's a scary thought. That's a scary thought. There is a lot of hype. There is a lot of hype on Illuvium. I'm bullish on Illuvium long term, but right now I'm not too keen on investing on like mid-cap games. I like to accumulate the studios, the infrastructures that are putting the Web3 technologies in the game, that are bringing games to light. Stuff like Gala, Ultra, Immutable, Polygon, Avalanche. Those types of platforms. Superfarm, very bullish on what Elio's doing. I think that, if you bet on Elio, you'll probably come out on top as far as Superfarm goes. It's now Superverse, but yeah. Engine, I just don't see enough. I just don't see enough from Engine at the moment. They're doing a lot in the background, but whenever you're talking to the Web3 gaming circles, I can't say I've ever spoke to a Web3 gaming builder who's using Engine, unfortunately. All right, guys, I'm going to hop out of here. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with a video on exactly how to get involved in the Myria node ecosystem, what the benefits are going to look like for Myria nodes. I will have that video out tomorrow. Guys, like the video if you enjoy the content here on Banter and on In the Game. Comment down below your thoughts, your favorite tokens heading into what's going to be inevitable, the crypto gaming and NFT gaming adoption. What projects are you looking at? And as always, subscribe to the channel for more. I'll be back tomorrow. Play well, my friends.